Hello everyone, today we're gonna make a quick overview of BwareLabs project. So what exactly is BwareLabs? BwareLabs is a project that aims to create Web3 infrastructure for everyone. And just from the web page we see that 18 chains supported as well as 18 validators are running. We see product design especially for builders and the list of products, for enterprise, for blockchain, as well as app chains. And we see pretty big names under the title of strategic partnership. Yep. So let's dive deep into the products itself. We already see the list of products that are already available. The first and the main one is Blast API. The product offers API infrastructure for Web3 developers, fast, reliable API calls without the need to set up your own node. We see there are plenty of networks already available, but we'll get back to this product a bit later, but let's cover the other ones. Faucets. Remember the time when you needed to post tweets, to finally get your test tokens to test your own application? No more. The BwareLabs trying to solve this issue, but right now it's only supported for 3 networks. More networks to come. The next one is snapshots. Free snapshots to quickly set up your own blockchain node without waiting for days to sync up. All these snapshots are available to free download. There is a snapshots for testnet, mainnet as well, free to use. The next product is app chains. They allow builders the freedom to specify the economy, governance, and consensus algorithm most suited for their projects. The next one is validators. BwareLabs team secures 18 chains. There are Cosmos chains, Polkadot chains, Layer 1, Layer 2 chains. So if you think delegating your tokens, you should consider BwareLabs validator to stake too. Because not many people understand that it really matters whom you delegate your tokens to, and knowing that there is a quite professional team behind the validator is quite worth something. So your validator won't get double signed and won't get slashed, and your tokens are quite safe. The next product is bridge operators. The team also secures billions in dollars in bridges. Let's dive deeper into Blast API. Let's go to the product page and press Launch App. To get an endpoint, press the first button, and the second button is to become an app provider. And then simply sign MetaMask transaction. It's totally free. Okay, so here we have our dashboard, our projects, playground, and my plan. Let's start with my plan. Before using the project, let's think of competitors. What competitors do we have? It's Covalent, it's QuickNote, and BlastAPI itself, And let's compare their plans. So let's compare 3 plans. So this is what Covalent provides. It's 4 transactions per second, and almost the same chains as well. The next one is QuickNote. It provides 10 million API calls per month. And what provides Blast API? It provides 12 million API calls per month, as well as 40 API calls per second. So in here, Blast API is totally the winner. You may compare the other plans due to your needs. I'm not gonna do this because it's totally different. Let's get back to our Blast API dashboard. Mentioning one more feature that makes Blast API unique, that you do not need emails, you do not need passwords to create an account. You just simply sign up with your MetaMask. Also, you simply top up your account if you need paid plan with MetaMask. There are a couple of networks available, you see, and USDT and USDC tokens, which is spectacular. And Blast API is the only one application out of those 3 that can be considered really as Web3 application. This is the big advantage of Blast API. Let's go to Playground tab. This is the next unique feature by Blast API, that you can simply choose your project, network, and execute a call. Yep. So you can execute the calls without, setting up any programming environment. This is quite spectacular. But what I do not like, that the result usually goes hashed way. Yeah, maybe this faster, I have no idea, but it's really inconvenient and not quite intuitive. We can also execute calls with inputs on the playground. Let's say we want to check balance of a wallet, and we see the result hash way as well. Okay, the next one, let's check the documentation. The documentation is something I found not well polished. There are a couple of flaws, and there are many ways to improve it, I believe. The first one, what I found is there is no Hermos chain on the documentation. There is Hermos chain in Playground, there is Hermos chain on landing page, but there is no Hermos chain on the documentation. I don't know why, but it can be confusing. The next one is if you choose EVM chain, like Binance Smart Chain, but it redirects you to Ethereum chain. So it can be confusing for the first time. And here is kind of only example of curl request call. I believe it's not super convenient. If we compare this example to QuickNode and Covalent example, we see there are much more convenient options. We just go to a method, and we can also put our address to run it like a Playground on Blast API, but also we can choose what programming language we use, how to install dependencies, and simply copy and paste to our programming interface the code. The same in QuickNode. I found it much more convenient to use, and I hope the BwareLabs team will implement these features into the Blast API, and more developers will find it easy to use without spending additional times to find out how to use this code in Ruby, in Python, and other programming languages. As a conclusion, I can say that in my opinion the team is having the right vector of developing. Of course, the project has its own pros and cons, but I already saw a couple of great products by the team, and we hope more to come. And yeah, I just want to thank the team for their effort of pushing Web3 development.